Good morning again, guys. Today we're going to do the back of the worksheet that we did in the first video. So if you want to turn to the back of the worksheet, we're still going to find the line of best fit. So by now you have become a master at doing that because you practiced with all the other problems on the back of the sheet. So now let's do this one. Let's find the line of best fit. So we're going to go to Stat, Edit, we're going to press 1. And we're going to erase all the data. So we highlight L1 and erase it, highlight L2 and erase it. Okay, so obviously we're not going to put in the names of the places because names aren't going to give us the data, but rather the latitude is going to be our x's. So we're going to say 59, enter, 52, enter, 51, enter, 49. So we are trying to find the line of best fit for this data. Alright, so we put in all our data, and now we're going to go to L2 and put in the second set of data. Again, make sure that your numbers are aligned and that your numbers are correctly plugged in and you didn't skip anything. Alright, so it looks like all my numbers are matched up: 27, 37, 41, 24, 67, 10, 50, 20. Okay, so line of best fit, we're going to go to Stat, highlight Calculate, go to Linear, which is 4. Go all the way down to Calculate because we put it in L1 and L2. Alright, so here's my line. My line's going to be y equals, and we're still rounding two decimal places, that's a negative 0.68x plus 53.17. All right, so this does go down here in our question number 1, which says what is the linear equation that represents the July temperature of a city based on the north latitude? So the temperature in July, north latitude, we used the data. We came up with our equation from the calculator screen over here, which notice that it was negative 0.68 A equals X plus B. Okay, now let's do question number 2. What would be the expected July temperature at the given latitudes below, 25, 54, and 70? Well, what it means is, since this equation of a line gives us an estimate of what the July temperatures are supposed to be. So for example, when it's asking us for 25 degrees north latitude, it's actually telling me x equals 25. So in my equation, we're going to have y equals negative 0.68, but instead of x, we want to know, instead of x, we're going to put in 25 because we want to know what the expected temperature is going to be using those numbers. So this would be, what would I do for 25 degrees north latitude? I would say, well, x is expressed by latitude is expressed by my x's right here, so it's going to be negative 0.68 times 25 plus 53, and using my calculator again, I'm just going to go ahead and plug that in. Negative 0.68 times 25 plus 53.17, and that is going to give me my expected July temperature, which in this case turns out to be 36.17. And that goes in for number 1 right there. And for 54, it's the same thing. It's telling me what is the expected July temperature. This line helps me find what is expected. So instead of y equals negative 0.68, and it's giving me x equals 54, so 54 plus 53.17. So this is my equation for the second one. Whoops. It's asking me what is the expected temperature at 54 degrees north. So I'm going to do negative 0.68, open parentheses, 54, close parentheses, plus 53.17. And the expected latitude is 16.45, and that's not latitude, that is degrees temperature. And for 70, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to say y equals negative 0.68 times 70 plus 53.17. Again, I'm using this equation that I found in the first one because that equation helps me predict what the expected temperature would be. And there we go, perfect. So I'm going to plug this into my calculator, negative 0.68 times 70 plus 53.17. And the expected temperature is 5.57 degrees. So there we have it. There is those answers for the questions to number 1 on the back of the worksheet. Make sure you do the rest of the worksheet in that same manner. You find the linear equation, and then when it is asking you to predict, it is asking you to use the line and plug in whatever values they give you, but using the line. Have a good day, guys. Make sure you finish the worksheet and then start working on USA test prep.